Let's begin by creating a CSR on Windows Server 2012. From the Start screen, click or search for Internet Information Services Manager and open it. Click on the server name. From the center menu, double-click the Server Certificates button in the IIS section. It is in the middle of the menu. Security Certificates. Next, from the Actions menu, on the right, click on Create Certificate Request. This will open the Request Certificate wizard. Create Certificate Request. In the Distinguished Name Properties window, enter the information as follows. Common name, the name through which the certificate will be accessed, usually the fully qualified domain name, for example, name of the virtual machine where you have your gateway hosted. Organization, the legally registered name of your organization/company. Organizational unit, the name of your department within the organization. Frequently this entry will be listed as IT, web security, or is simply left blank. City/locality, the city in which your organization is located. State/province, the state in which your organization is located. Country/region, select your 2-digit country code from the list. Click Next. In the Cryptographic Service Provider Properties window, enter the following information and then, click Next. Cryptographic Service Provider, in the drop-down list, select Microsoft RSAS channel, unless you have a specific cryptographic provider. Bit length, in the drop-down list, select 2048, or higher. Cryptographic Service Provider Properties. Click the box to browse to a location where you want to save the CSR file. If you just enter a file name without browsing to a location, your CSR will end up in C:\Windows\System32. Remember the file name that you choose and the location to which you save it. You will need to open this file as a text file and copy the entire body of it, including the begin and end certificate request tags. After creating the CSR file from the web server, our next step is to obtain a CA-certified SSL certificate from the online certificate provider. Please note that creating a CSR and obtaining the SSL certificate is the responsibility of the customer. However, for testing purposes only, we will demonstrate how you can get your own certificate from IBM Access Manager website. We shall begin by visiting the IBM Universal System Access Manager website. Now, on the top blue header, look for Search W3, and type in CAPKI, and click Go. Click Continue, on the security warning pop-up you might get. From the search results on your screen, click on IBM Internal Certificate Authority and Infrastructure. Ideally, it should be the first option in search results. Now, scroll to the bottom of the page, and look for How to Find or How to Get Started section, and click on the link there, to launch the CAPKI tool. It may require you to enter your IBM intranet credentials. Once you sign in, click on Work with Server Certificates on right. In the Certificate Profiles, click on Create Profile button. Under the profile information, enter the following values. For label, you can type in your name. Select Type as Server from the drop-down list. Now, scroll to Certificate Fields, and enter the following values. For common name, enter the fully qualified domain name of your virtual machine, or you can also enter the IP address of the VM. In the organizational unit, you can type in IT, or Web Security. Select Country as Canada from the drop-down list. And location and state, as Ottawa. Now, in the description field, you can type in anything generic. For example, SSL certificate needed for testing purposes. Coming to the Owners section of the page, you will have to add an additional owner. As it requires minimum of 2 owners for IBM to issue you, see a authorized certificate. In the MAD reference section, just enter your virtual machine name. Now, once you have completed the form, you can click on Submit. Verify that all the information provided in the profile is correct. And click Request Certificate. On the Request Certificate page, we will copy all the text from CSR file generated previously, and paste it under Certificate Signing Request section. Leave everything else on the page as default, and click on Submit. Once you submit the request, you will receive an email confirming that SSL certificate has been issued to you. You can verify all the details in the email, and then click on IBM CAPKey Certificate History page. On opening up the Certificate History page, you will be able to download the certificate from Certificate Details section by selecting the Format of Certificate under Actions column. For web server, you will be required to download CRT format, and for Cognos download PKCS7B file. You can save the certificate to downloads or your favorite location. Now, when we have downloaded both the certificates, that is CRT and PEM, we will now demonstrate how to install and configure your SSL certificate on Windows Server and IBM Cognos Analytics. Let's begin. From the Start screen, click or search for Internet Information Services Manager and open it. Click on the server name. From the center menu, double-click the Server Certificates button, it is in the middle of the menu. From the Actions menu, on the right, click on Complete Certificate Request. This will open the Complete Certificate Request wizard. Browse to your certificate file that was provided to you by IBM. In the Open window, change the search type to the dot. Click Open. You will then be required to enter a friendly name. The friendly name is not part of the certificate itself, but is used by the server administrator to easily distinguish the certificate. Choose to place the new certificate in the Personal Certificate Store. Clicking OK will install the certificate to the server. As you can see, I have my SSL certificate installed on web server and it's listed here, under Server Certificates. Once the SSL certificate has been successfully installed to the server, you will need to assign that certificate to the appropriate website using Internet Information Services Manager. From the Connections menu, under Sites, select the default website that will be secured with SSL. From the Actions menu, on the right, click on Bindings. This will open the Site Bindings window. As you can see, I already have a binding created for secured connection listed here. However, I will show you how to create one for yourself. In the Site Bindings window, click Add. This will open the Add Site Binding window. Under Type, choose HTTPS. The IP address should be the IP address of the site or all unassigned, and the port over which traffic will be secured by SSL is usually 443. In Host, type in the fully qualified name of your VM. The SSL certificate field should specify the certificate that was installed earlier. Click OK. Your SSL certificate is now installed, and the website configured to accept secure connections. To enable users to access the IBM Cognos portal using SSL, you must change the gateway URI values in IBM Cognos configuration. On each computer where the application tier components or framework manager are installed, start IBM Cognos configuration. Under Local Configuration, click Environment, and change the gateway URI value from HTTP to HTTPS. In the gateway URI value, change the port number to the SSL port number defined for your web server. For example, the default port number for SSL connections is usually 443. On each computer where the application tier components or framework manager are installed, go to the bin directory and import all the certificates that make up the chain of trust into the IBM Cognos Trust Store. On Windows, execute the following command. Third-party certificate tool.bat, location of the PEM SSL certificate, P, no password set, T, and location of the certificate again. You might or might not get these three warnings here, but you should be able to load the certificate to Cognos Trust Store successfully regardless of the warnings. Once you hit enter, this should successfully load the certificate to IBM Cognos. Please note, the password should have already been set. If not, the default password is no password set. Now, just save your configuration, and restart the services. You would have to wait couple of minutes for Cognos to start. Once Cognos starts successfully, you should now be able to access the portal using https://server name, port number, 443/ your virtual directory, /bi/. You can verify the secure connection by clicking on the lock symbol in URL bar, in Mozilla Firefox. Congratulations! You just secured your Cognos with SSL certificate. Thanks for watching. And we hope it was helpful.